Hi guys, what is going on and welcome to today's YouTube video. In today's video we are going to discuss the current state of Litecoin. We are going to look at a potential trade idea for Litecoin, and we are going to look at what is going to happen to Litecoin in the upcoming days and weeks. Because we all know that the halving is coming really close now. In about a month or so the halving will take place. We can see that we have seen a huge pump exactly from the area of interest that I shared on Twitter 3 days ago, where I said Litecoin still firmly holding my spot position with average entry around $80. It might need to tap into the daily fair value gap, but if it manages to flip the resistance area above, I think $134+ looks imminent. So you can exactly see that I told you guys that it would tap into the daily fair value gap and pump afterwards. Look at how beautifully it tapped into the daily fair value gap and pumped to the upside afterwards. And we are currently testing the critical resistance area over here. So crucial resistance area to overcome right now for Litecoin. And if we do, I do believe that we are well on our way towards $134. This over here is my main target. I do think that this is where the most amount of liquidity will be resting for Litecoin. Why do I think that? I think over here, everyone can see that we have some kind of a supply area, right? And below the supply, we have some imbalances, but something that is not there yet is some kind of an inducement. And what do I mean by an inducement? I mean that we are not seeing any high being formed below the resistance area that we can sweep before a potential dump. So what will happen is Litecoin, if it continues to go up, people will start putting limit shorts over here. And where are those people going to put their stops? They are exactly going to put their stops above this high. So what do I expect? I expect at least a sweep of that high before any kind of correction towards the downside. Like I said, halving is around the corner, so the pump might continue. But obviously, we also want to look at a potential area where we can maybe add to our current spot position, or where we can maybe jump into a long position. So what I'm currently looking at is, if I remove this area of resistance for a second, is this area of support right here. If I go on a lower time frame, on a 4-hourly time frame, we can see that this area has been crucial resistance and crucial support so many times for the Litecoin price. So over here, after this massive run upwards, this was the first area where we found some proper resistance, right? So we dropped a little bit, started going up, then it turned into support for the first time over here. Support, 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 support. We dropped below it, couldn't reclaim the area, so what happens? We dropped off. Huge resistance twice in a row, support, huge support over here, once again dropped off, cannot reclaim the area, so what happens is we drop off some more. Then over here, huge support, once again drop below, cannot reclaim the area, so what happens is we drop off. We see the exact same pattern occur time and time again. So right now we can see that over here turned into resistance as well, resistance, but now we've seen a strong pump above, and that is probably the first time that we have seen a really strong pump above after we have seen a strong pump over here and over here, right? And after we've seen those pumps, it acted as support every single time. So if Litecoin is truly bullish and we are going to attack the buy side liquidity that we are going to mark out over here, which is still quite far away, but I do think that it's possible in the upcoming month before the halving, we need to hold on to this area. Okay, I do believe that if we do not hold on to this area, that we will probably visit this low. And if we do visit that low, I think that is a huge sign of weakness. Then we might continue down some more. Okay, so probably my invalidation for my spot trade will be below this low. I might put it below this low just in case. Why? Because we have a strong support level over here as well. So that might still hold on to the Litecoin price. But if we are truly bullish, and we do get some kind of a pullback into this area of support, we need to hold on to that area of support before we are going to see another pump towards the upside. If I'm going to go on the 4-hourly time frame, and if I'm going to switch on the current week's fixed range volume profile over here, we can also see that at the exact same area, we also have the value area high and the point of control of the current week's volume profile. What does that mean? It means that if we see a pump above the value area high, like we are seeing right now, after getting a sweep of the value area low. What does a sweep of the value area low mean? It means that we are seeing a failed auction, and then usually when you attack the value area high, you get a breakout, right? But now if we go back down and we fall down below the value area high and also the point of control, we are seeing a failed auction to the upside. And that usually means that we are going to attack the value area low again, and that is a huge sign of weakness as well. So another reason to hold on to this area of support is because of the current week's fixed range volume profile. So yes, we might see some correction, but I really would like to see this area hold. We might see a tap of the point of control over here. If we then reclaim the value area high over here, that is a huge long opportunity to put your stop below that low and target higher levels. Okay. Now, short term, what do I expect? There is some liquidity resting obviously above this high that we are currently attacking. I think lots of people are trying to short this move on Litecoin, to be very honest, and that is something that I would not do if I were you. Also, lots of liquidity resting above this high. If I can just mark it out properly. I cannot, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So there's some liquidity resting above this high, so maybe we just take out these two highs and then see some kind of a correction to the downside. That would offer some nice opportunities. Like I said, you can buy some additional spot over here. You can maybe look for a leverage long entry over here. Like I said, maybe we sweep below the value area high, tap into the point of control, reclaim it. That is a free long position in my opinion, because then we are once again seeing a failed auction back within that value range. And then if we reclaim it, we probably have a free long position towards the liquidity over here, and eventually the liquidity around $134. That remains my main target. Also on the 4-hourly time frame, if we are going to switch on the EMAs over here, we can see that we have flipped every single EMA with this pump once again. Okay, and that is a very strong sign on the 4-hourly time frame. That is definitely something to take into account as well. So these EMAs will slowly be approaching this huge area of support. If they do, and we do see a correction maybe during the weekend, and we retest those EMAs, that obviously adds to the confluence. And that is another confirmation to start looking for buy positions and long positions over there. Same on the daily time frame, we have flipped every single important EMA with this huge pump to the upside. Also, these EMAs will slowly be approaching that buy area over there. So maybe we sweep the highs, step into this supply, start chopping around a little bit. If we do chop around during the weekend, I will probably be selling some bids within this area over here. Okay, so maybe we chop around, we let the EMAs approach this area of support as well, and then maybe at the beginning of the week we get a quick sweep of the sells that we create during the weekend into the strong area of support. We bid it and then we pump it to the upside. That is definitely something that I'm currently watching on Litecoin. Like I said, I will be very, very careful trying to short this move. We have a huge liquidity buildup over here. You can see these constant lower highs that will provide a lot of liquidity for potential further squeeze towards the upside. Okay, so lots of stops resting over here that can provide a potential squeeze towards $134. I've been talking about Litecoin for a few weeks, if not months now. I have been accumulating a lot of Litecoin within this area around $80. Like I said, I'm now trying to profit from it. I will take lots of profits around $134+. If we do get a retest of this crucial area of support, I suggest that you start looking for long and you start looking for spot buys. But obviously you will not try to long any Litecoin against resistance. But be careful shorting, because lots of people will be looking to fade this pump, and that might just cause another squeeze to the upside. Litecoin looks very, very good. It is a huge buy opportunity in my opinion. Halving is around the corner. There's lots of profits to be made. If you do have any questions after watching this YouTube video, after watching this update on Litecoin, please let me know in the comments down below. Also, make sure to join our free Discord in our VIP channel. You can see that with the spot challenge, we have been accumulating massive amounts of Litecoin, and we started with $1,000 and we are trying to turn $1,000 into $10,000 during the next bull run, and we are already at $1,450 current balance. Looking to sell Litecoin around $134, that will probably double our account towards $2,000, so that would be an amazing start of this spot challenge. Among with a lot of other challenges, trades, and educational content, it is definitely worth joining our VIP channel. Also, H Trades has been sniping a beautiful trade last night on NTL. He's been killing it along with Bart and all of the other traders. If you guys do have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys on Monday's video. Ciao, ciao.